Oh, it is finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Phaesus at once. Though, mayhap. Now, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Phaesus. You ought reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
Ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever.
It's unfathomably enormous. I dare say a cyclops would be as an ant beside it.
I should like to know its purpose. Where is it headed? I only pray it steers clear of settlements and causes no destruction. Master, watch out! What prodigious size? How could we possibly face it? My word! What is that? Yon statue appears to be pursuing Lord Phaesus. Ah, now I understand. I will protect you. Might find purchase on its hulking frame. And as fortune would have it, cliffs extend on either side. So we try jumping down on it from on high.
It would seem the stone puppet has stopped. Have the wounded been tended to?
Yes, my lord.
Good. I trust you are prepared, Sovereign of Vermont.
Will it really be all right? I'm not about to be charred, am I?
Fear not. You are in no danger. The dragon shall be under my control when it appears. Come. Let us press onward.
I'll not let a single shit over. You sign of my religion. Miserable place to die, this. I worked hard today. I think
I must be vigilant. What is it? Has something happened? You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
That looks like a mechanism to me. Ought we to activate it or let it be? The choice is yours, Arisen.
We pawns will be ready to respond, whatever the outcome. Heed your senses. If aught feels...
Well now. I'm a lucky man. Thought I was waiting here for naught. But when someone finally does come along, 'tis you. I've always wanted a real fight with you. One-on-one. Here's my chance. You're not holding back on me, are you, Sir Arisen?
'Tis Sir Ragnar. We've not heard a whisper of the man since we parted ways at the cave. Yet there he stands. He seems to desire a bout. You ought to fight him alone. We shall await you here. Best of luck to you.
Twas a rotten life. I'm not sorry to see it end. Least I went out fighting.
You have bested Sir Ragnar, Master. An incomparable feat. But we cannot revel in your triumph. We must press on. Indeed, you are correct.
dragon. Heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
It is of vital import that we have a word with Lord Vader. The pretender needs not be present.
My sword strikes stay with me.
Wait a moment.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the dogma of dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all.
Arisen, you've doomed us all to the cycle. And you...
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Fight and thy life is forfeit. Thou wilt face the dragon's dogma. Intriguing. This then is thy will. Our parley is done. We must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the Arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. The world shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with thine. Consider the reason. How it is thou came to be here. How have the once closed paths before they come to be cleared? Think well, Arisen, but rest not. I will know thine answer through the strength of thy will. Thou shalt come to swathe through the false benevolence enshrouding this world. Arisen, pitiable soul tossed by the winds of fate. Wilt thou slay me, or be slain? I know not how this story endeth. For the outcome was determined in a time before reckoning. And yet, Arisen, born of a hapless faith though it may be, perchance 'tis thy will, and thine alone, that couldst contest the great will of this world. Thou art too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby living? Dost thou only seek conflict with mighty foe?
Its breath will give you more than a blister. Last time you're done.
Even our battle here was won. Thou hast met with the pity of this world.
Down the blade, horses too late.
That one was where
this to me. I'll distract him.
And if thou hast justice, then thou art a
It's hearted, most that means getting within range of its maw. Be wary. Its heart lies bare. Strike now.
There is no turning back on the path of ruin.
Leave this to me. I'll distract him.
Thou hast trained well, Arisen.
This is your moment, Master. Strike true.
Alas, I am slain. But heed this, Arisen. By will alone doth the world form a ring, an unending cycle. All is preordained, even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? It is power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the winners of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being could survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its safe chaos, great and terrible. Such a world would be no simple matter. Yet, if thou wilt settle the truth, thou must demonstrate its strength. Thine actions that thou canst cast off this wheel.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands and eyes. You find it strange, but this is your world. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, in the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Perhaps, in doing so, you and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes as to the purpose with which they watch. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastren, young or old. Indeed, my efforts led only to I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of the new Arisen, consigned to this place for... Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just. And, fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, for this place may chance to escape the coming...
Making this a place of refuge is a splendid idea. 'Tis safe, and apt to become quite cheerful once a crowd settles in.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, as we walked our respective paths. One in despair of the dragon, and one for fear of what fate held. Yet, you hold fast to your strength of...
The Mad Sovereign's power yet gird, it could prove the less. The coming destruction.
Since times of eld, remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?
This gloom has an eerie cast.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is after you vanished, together with the Red Dragon. The seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day, a host of dragons descended from the skies. Luz, the Oracle, called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the... 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the king... I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside. Recognizing your pawn, I thought it possible that the Arisens... Alas, try what I might. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. Indeed, then I shall in your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past... So, following your plunge into... Could that have been the world forged? Yet why would such... And speculate I shall... Now, if you can find a way to...
Oh, Master, how long I've slept. But worry not, now that I am awake. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I cannot begin to find...
You saw the sky fall wherever the sky falls, or so I had assumed. Yet aught here... I must examine that creature.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed.
Many paths are closed to us now on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters. Summoned by that beast, no doubt. The world is in an unfathomable...
That's just plain horrid.
There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it, whatever 'twas.
The end of the world, though. I am aware of the dragon attack on Melf. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see... You would have me evacuate ever since the fall of Melf. If there is safe harbor to be found, but I doubt I could. Methinks your majesty, after the false sovereign vanished, if the people will heed it.
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may. By your leave.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cow, my ministers have approved the plans, and the only remaining I have tried to make her see. However, I fear that my position, I must put the need. Now, there are a few. We will require. Might I prevail? You may assure him that the.
Queen Regent Disa hardly between you and me. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with us. So do as you will.
What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother Sven. You may leave us.
All's lost.
Know your place. As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no...
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master? I concur.
Anywhere is better than...
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Ah, you've returned. You do. That puts paid to the last of our... I am grateful.
My thanks.
Meet again.
Do not. I am glad your majesty is...
I am grateful.
I have lost all...
halt its calamitous charge at any cost. I will not rest with every ounce of fury. The same eye that brave with such promise now beholds us with contempt. It matters not. We try to face this calamity with or without their support.
Drop that up now. Turn your in our cross.
I fear for the arbor.
Red with fury. What have you done to earn? Oh, you were gone so long. Oh, I am not sure, but I can try to convince.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin...
Come.
Harenon, Halana fe in
Findelnar.
Kasinke, Fionar elwe.
Morvani mor neveatara morivin. Lisfa aldakar kem yav morin garina like asar kemen ros ilo surne kemen ros heren.
Nullis Amanda.
Herenon nun lia Findelnar morivin orne osto. Firnis moriv.
Alcarwa ane martir, tind sorne an fameltor. Vanelin huror soron. Kasi lera nefir heran.
That man's head is harder than the arbor heart's trunk. Let's demonstrate the cutting's resilience and prove him mistaken.
Understood.
Imagine the elves' despair to see their forest home impinged upon by this menace.
Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being. Well done, Master.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
Kasinke telpi nun aidalia anan.
Ne namboe ya kemen ros urun teren, ne romen an artel.
Luintarmi kina ne melto linkan alda.
Palan hiarmenran, elorato ala. Nenwen mor I want stil lalastar.
I thank you, friend.
Your fight continues.
Out people.
Bad to worse.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport.
It's the simplest strategy that our foe most supports. Knock its feet out from under it and strike edge recovery. I'm not there attempt. Such a fleet alone. Hold up, I think we can manage it.
Stop the place is wrong. We must do what we can to prevent it from losing its temper. How are we meant to attack it without angering it?
Thank you. This place does not have long left, I fear. I'd gladly accompany. Follow me.
Tis locked, Arisen.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for— They refuse to leave. I know they don't die like we do. I never wanted to be here. You know, I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to— At any rate, I've tried—
The command came a month ago. We are to remain here.
I implore you.
So they're staying here, and they told you that? Strange. But never mind that. It was the Overseer's doing. When the world changed, but on his way out, I expect that order of his— Listen, friend. I've a thought. If the Overseer's command is— Use that key to have a look around. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer—
So, The pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape. I concur.
So, there was naught. I'll wager he thought to take the pawn. He always was us. At any rate, I only hope they'll heed, but I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach. My word! With this, I'll be. Now there's no chance of. Seems I've no end of things. I appreciate all you've done here.
'Tis strange to think a godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety, after all the woe they have caused us. Outstanding!
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
The battalion knights used. You're not one of us. Oh? Father, I dare say. But I think we're a bit short. In fact, a blacksmith and his wife, the smith. Well, you'd have naught to do with us. I can only hope. And while you're taking care of that.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation. True enough.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too.
Behold! Bid Moot go forth, Talos! May you strike down...
The statue will move. It did not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being. Hey, light your lantern, Master.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, I wonder? Alas, would that the world had not come to this, for I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Well now, whatever brings you here? You'd have us evacuate with the encampment?
Now, I'll hear none of that. Besides, I should hope this good soul has after all that goodwill.
Oh, very well, my love. Would you be so kind as to us?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Serenest? Let him know that we'll wait.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Ah, excellent find.
Sir, I implore you to...
How many times must... Now bugger off and leave me...
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter. It concerns the fella. The man's something of a... I sought him out I must confess. Could I, at this point, rethink anything?
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring.
Fancy meeting ye here. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'm not... Oh, bollocks. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
Aye. We shall fare much better. 'Twill be slow going. Yet, come what may.
The people of Volcanic Island are
There is naught more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long.
Shall we get... Twas a chimera I was tasked.
All that remains is for you to fulfill your final duty, to witness this world's end with your own eyes.
Deem this is no longer the world we know. Is there no way to return things to how they were before? I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I found some materials.
Master!
Uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Will tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. Great will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen, this world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon sets to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's goal. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. Tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill those they were assigned. Pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding in the perpetuation of the cycle. Bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten.
Master. Such joy I feel. You have given me a gift beyond measure. A fledgling will that burns within my breast. Yet for your sake, I would fain relinquish all I have. All that I am. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch.